What up, is your boy T-Bird Reaction? Yes, I got the classes back. Anyways, about to get to some new reactions as well too. So ones that include some trying to laugh on. But the first we're gonna start with a video from the homie Chisel Adonis. We got something to say about WWE, about something let it happen, and it looks like based on what happened this past Monday Night Raw as well too. Though shout out to Chisel always though, along with in the Clutch Squads, always had a little say so about what's going on in wrestling as well too. Always love watching their videos. Was him, Ross, or both Ross and Dub as well too, as well as many others. So without further ado, let's see what Chiz was talking about with WWE. Let's get it.
All right, so boom. I'm so sick of this social contract, invisible line between men and women in WWE. If you watched Monday Night Raw earlier today, you would have saw the segment where Becky Lynch essentially slapped and punched CM Punk, all while wiping her forehead on his.
Yeah, okay. I figured it was that. Even Ross was like, here's the thing. You know me. I'm not about hitting women, but coming to wrestling sometimes is low-key needed. I mean, Austin has stung some folks a couple times. They cross the line. Some ladies that cross the line sometime or do it just because. Or it done it whatever he did as a. Most of the time he did as a heel, or the rare time he does a face. We hope he did against Rio, but he did not. This one Rio was a heel. But sometimes, as Laurent said, equals rights, equal rights, equal fight sometimes can happen, and it was kind of a moment he should have, but at the same time, I commend him for not doing it. But at the same time, yeah, it's like almost like real life. You ain't supposed to hit them, but sometimes ladies push your buttons and they asking for it. I mean, sometimes a man will go through it, sometimes they won't, and they'll take it out on the woman's men as well too, which is going to be worse as well too. So yeah, I can see what I figured that was the case for this one. So let's keep going with Chisel.
His chest for some apparent reason. I don't know what that was supposed to mean. If that's some form of intimidation,
Yeah.
Somebody let me know if that's something that's ironic.
Yeah, I had to rewatch it. I remember the slapping part and the little poking part, but the singer's head chest, I like, oh whoa. I had to rewatch it. See, like, yeah, he should have put her to sleep, but he's been a gentleman and I respect him for that as well too. Hell, I would have probably do the same as well too. I mean, it took me a lot of strength though as well too. At that, don't want to ruin my good guy image, but she was asking for it on the cold. Even Lawrence to say she is inviting you for it.
Whatever the case just so happens to be. I am sick and tired of this new age WWE, really since the PG era, where dudes can't lay into women. Contextually, of course, when the women lay their hands on men. Because, of course, we're talking about outside of WWE. I completely understand the sentiment. But in the context of a wrestling show, where fighting is what's on the marquee, if you raise your hand against a fellow wrestler, all of a sudden we're supposed to believe that if this wrestler were to raise his hand back towards the assailant, who happens to be a woman, that makes him a bad guy? I'm so confused.
Fucking bullshit!
And we were all thinking it during the segment. Had that been Randy Orton, Becky Lynch wouldn't have even been able to finish the sentence.
Right.
Moreover, she probably wouldn't even have came to the ring because you knew the RKO was coming, because Randy's one of the very few who say, wait a minute, we're all professional wrestlers, right? RKO your shit. Like, with nobody.
Oh, no, sorry. He did do his face. Nia Jax. Yep.
Understands this. It's very confusing. And again, contextually within a wrestling ring, because you
Steve
have to
Austin.
understand. You're literally watching violence the entirety of the show. People get attacked backstage with tire irons, steel chairs, kendo sticks. Motherfuckers is getting jumped left and right. But all of a sudden,
especially in that NXT locker room, most dangerous place in wrestling right now, the NXT locker room. Definitely. Yup. Yup.
think, well, you know, it's a PG program. You wouldn't want the sponsors to think they're promoting domestic violence. You're promoting violence the entire show. And again,
oh, I'm not sure what just happened. Sorry. Embarrassing. So I was moving. I clicked off and hit my my clip champ and have to open in one of my videos I did was my intro for American Werewolf. Sorry about that. I was like, what's coming on? My bad. Embarrassing. Yep, I'm on. Yeah, the chat's gonna be, the comments gonna be full of that. It's probably the most interesting part about the only thing they won't comment about is that part right there.
Program, you wouldn't want the sponsors to think they're promoting domestic violence. You're promoting violence the entire show.
Facts.
And again, contextually, we're all professional wrestlers. Everybody's doing the same job. You mean to tell me this man can't raise up his hand in retaliation for being low-blowed in the...
Here's the thing. The other reason why I commend it, though, it can lead to the story that hopefully AJ Lee is going to come back and whoop her ass. That's the only reason that needed been okay for him to go there, to hold back. That's the only reason. Other than that, if you have nobody come back to be the women's equalizer, he should GTS her behind her redheaded behind. Just saying. And I think the crowd would have loved it because the crowd is not feeling Becky. Come on. And yes, I know there's folks who like Hill. This ain't the Hill the crowd loves. This ain't the Hill the crowd like. They shouldn't. They shouldn't be liking Hills in the first place. That's another story. It's not the Hills they like. This is annoying. Love to hear her talk Becky right now. Even Ross told her shut up, and they was like enough. Yeah, love to hear her talk kind of Becky. I mean, that's the one thing about her being a Hill. She makes a bad Hill. Like, she's not, I mean, whether it's a Hill that she's not doing a good job to make herself Hill to get the end of getting her cheer, that's how the man thing, or she's becoming a insufferable Hill. I mean, again, Hill's supposed to not be liked, but at the same time, to make yourself insufferable, that not even that Hill things like you, yeah.
Main event and getting cost the championship because had it been Seth Rollins who came out and interrupted CM Punk or answered the call, because CM Punk did call for Seth Rollins to make his entrance. Had it been CM Punk who was standing there in the middle of the ring and Seth Rollins came in and answered the call, you think there would have been a conversation? No. Hands would have been thrown immediately. But for whatever reason, because it's Becky Lynch and she happened to have the XX chromosome, now you can't throw hands no more. And again, the Attitude Era was a different time. Ruthless Aggression Era was a different time. Stone Cold, well, he's a babyface. Stone Cold was stunnering Stephanie McMahon any opportunity that he got.
Yup. Stunner. Oh, yeah, Triple H.
Triple H and Stone Cold beat the living shit out of Lita. But when it makes sense, and you,
Lord, that scene right there when they demolished Lita, oh my God, that is another. If you watch that video, that is a underrated JR call. I don't blame JR for going off like that. He was going like this. Oh my God, I don't believe this. Why? For the love of God, why? He said, Triple H's always been a 6-0 bitch, but what he got in Austin? Yo, that whole commentary on that video, y'all gotta watch that. JR was gold on that one as well, too. Yes.
You caught somebody in a feud. How are we supposed to believe there's some invisible barrier preventing you from being able to retaliate? And again, it's not as if CM Punk just come out. You just jump Becky Lynch for no reason. She cost you the World Heavyweight Championship. She proceeded to not only punch you in the face, slap you numerous times over. Remember when Nia Jax entered the Royal Rumble?
Yep.
Although you had the super kick from Dolph Ziggler, the 619 from Rey Mysterio, and then ultimately the RKO from Randy Orton onto Nia Jax. Remember how awkward it was when she first entered? Because everybody was like, oh, do I hit her? I'm shocked. What is she here for? I don't know if we could put hands. What do you mean? Like, if you go back and you look at that moment, she entered into the Rumble and folks was like, well, what do we do? China was wrestling with dudes, but it made sense if you were a lady who got involved in the men's business.
Poor Ali got a shit in of that, though. Yeah, so I said, I'll hit women. Are you the man? Yep. And, Mae Young took some legendary buff for some men back in the day, too, so...
You had to also open up the door to the fact that there's possible consequences for what it is that you got.
Wow, somebody comes and said, babe, be great if that wasn't Roger Jackson. Yeah, that's a little too far. that's a little too far right there. Don't include that. I hate to say it about my own person, but don't include that guy in there. No, don't put that menace in that. No.
To do, okay? It's not a situation where it's on, man, I can't do nothing. I gotta make sure, let me get my wife to come out of retirement in order to come and handle this light work.
Somebody said the same thing. I love Rhea, but the fact she never got her receipt from all the people she buy low key pissed me off. Yeah, she should have got that RKO during her heel run. She should have got a smooth RKO. She should have. No tab.
Over here. Like, what are we doing, son? Y'all remember 2022 and 2023 when Judgment Day interrupting everybody, right? Rhea Ripley was whipping dudes' ass damn near weekly. There wasn't a single dude who got their get back on Shorty. She was slamming Luke Gallows. She was spearing Kevin Owens. She had a one-on-one match with Akira Tozawa. Tozawa got no offense.
She abused her future Dom.
Mans was getting brutalized the entire match, then finally was able to dodge Rhea on a spear in the corner, ended up missing on his damn finishing splash, ended up getting a riptide for his troubles. He lost in the first intergender match in years. AJ Styles done caught it. Edge caught it. Everybody was catching it. Nobody got no get back on Rhea. For years, we've been seeing for different times, not consistent like that, but on different moments. You have
for the record, this time Rhea was a heel. She should have got her get back.
Ladies get involved in the men's match, and for whatever reason, the dudes got no sort of response of what transpired. You gotta trust that there's gonna be some lady who aligns with you that now goes and say, I'll take up for you, and puts hands against the lady who happens to go and gets involved in your match. I'm sick of it, fam. I'm sick of it, because again, we watching wrestling. The context is a wrestling show, and I recognize this is all to set up a possible storyline where maybe we get AJ Lee coming back, but that's not a guarantee. We might just mess around and get swerved, and guess what? It's Bayley who goes and answers the call. Or maybe they just have Rhea go get involved, because right now Rhea don't really got no story.
Yeah, there's been thoughts that it could possibly be Rhea. I won't be mad at that. I'd rather be AJ Lee, but I wouldn't be mad at Rhea, because Rhea do have history with Becky. That's the one. I can understand that, one. And two, the little her and Paul been interacting, including that Netflix the Netflix clips I've been reacting to as well too, so that could be another thing as well. Well, who knows? Unless AJ Lee's been training secretly, she comes back. Who knows?
Outside of what's happening with Damage Control, I should say the Kabuki Warriors going and most likely ended up turning on Io or whatever. But that got more to do with Io and Asuka and Kairi and less to do with Rhea herself. So there's a possibility it could just mess around and be Rhea who comes to Punk's rescue. We'll let that unfold over time. But all I'm saying is, why is it that we're supposed to sit here and be obtuse about the situation? Becky Lynch can just get involved.
That word been used a lot as of lately as well too, and I got a little rant about that. Like, a lot of people get my case for not knowing what that means, but at the same time, I didn't hear folks who use that as saying a lot. But then this one smart aleck girl at time won't say you need new friends. No. I don't base my friends off of intelligence, too. That's one thing I ain't gonna do, because that's disrespectful as fuck, to my opinion.
Involved in the main event, and of course, contextually, it makes sense.
If Martin can have a dumb friend like a not so intelligent friend like Cole, then that's not big. Then my friendship being based on intelligence.
Defending and making sure that her husband retains the championship. Cool, but let's say AJ don't come back. What's all this for? Because who's going to be the member of, well, not really a member of CM Punk's group, because he ain't got no group, but who's going to fight on behalf of Punk, Jay, or LA Knight to deal with Becky? You got to just find a miscellaneous woman on the roster who now got beef with Becky.
Somebody also said Jade. I wouldn't mind that either, give her something to do as well too, but she's focused on that championship with Tiffany Stratton done. I hope she wins this time and still be a face to it as well too. As well as don't make Bianca a heel, please. But I got a feeling, though, that's another story.
Who got nothing to do or no connection to Punk in order to get involved? Like, what we doing, man? I'm tired of this. I'm tired of it. And I know, it's kayfabe, all this other. But bro, you can't try to make it seem, and the commentary be making it say, oh, yeah, he can't put his hands on. Why? Why? Austin, that made him a legend. We acknowledge that Randy Orton wouldn't play that shit. Everybody else play by different rules. Maybe I'm tripping, fam. Maybe I'm tripping. Y'all let me know in the comment section if I'm wilding, bro.
Somebody said because lately women's empowerment comes at a cost of men socially. Back in the day, that wasn't the case. It's facts, though, man. It's facts.
I'm not sitting over here saying every single week we gotta have motherfuckers getting lined and shit. All I'm saying is, if she put a hand on you, why we make it seem as if it's an inconceivable scenario for you to raise up your hand and put hands on her? We watching wrestling. We watching wrestling. Y'all both wrestlers. She could take a bump. She took one yesterday. Hey, I appreciate you watching the entire.
Yeah, so it's like this. I'm mixed feeling with that. One hand, I'm agree with Chizadon. Punk should have laid hand, but at the same time, as a man, I condone, and it's a man and who live by the face code and everything. I commend it. Although there's some folks who still did it as a face, but again, right now, you can't tell with. It's like it's a lot of contradiction with everything. So in social media, entertainment, especially in wrestling fans as well too, that you don't know if fans of the show gonna love it. And then Institute Travel, they're more important than the fans online and the IWC as well too. That's another thing as well too, because the IWC. We really want to talk about the IWC. Anyway, just saying. But yeah, Punk should. It's like this, 50-50. Punk could have did it, but again, how he looks right now, there are folks hating on him already. Who knows? Other than that, so I feel like Punk played it safe, and I don't blame him. So other than that, do y'all feel Punk should have make it, as Raw said, equal rights, equal fights, or you commend Punk for holding his restraint as well too? Anyway, comment down below. Shout out to Children Donis. Let me know comment down you agree with what he think, as well as my little thoughts on this as well too. Anyway, it's your boy T-Bird signing off. One love.